mind me. I'm just eating some cake I didn't eat before. Oh, I pull up Scarlet Hollow. Ooh, a new Stella just dropped. Oh, cool. Stella got a redesign. Neat. That's back in mid-February, but neat, all the less. So, tonight, the plan. I've already played Scarlet Hollow and experienced the sheer and distinct horror that comes from the mind of Abby Howard, who is the writer and character designer for this. Abby Howard also has a webcomic called The Last Halloween that I quite enjoy. Like that. And she also has another comic. Creator. Junior Scientist Power Hour, that's the one. Which is more, I guess I would qualify them as personal sales, but all that to say. Definitely a talented writer and artist, and from the one time I've actually managed to meet her, seems like an absolute goddamn delight. So how she can come up with such horrifying twisted things is anyone's guess. But I kickstarted this game. It is slowly being built, and I played through chapter 1 when it landed. It is free, by the way, so like go get it, I guess. Oh, there's achievements now. That's fun. So I have a save for that I played through, and that's the one I will continue to kind of do as the episodes eventually drop. But back in, I don't know what day it was, sometime. Oh, there we go. December. It came up for Christmas. They added a new trait, which was the ability to talk to animals. And that's just too interesting for me not to want to explore. So I kept saying I was going to play this, and then other cool adventure games kept coming up. You know, like Unforeseen Instances. And, I played through Flight of the Amazon Queen. I didn't know I was going to hate it, to be fair. But did. So this game kind of keep getting kicked down the road. But we're here now. I'm hoping I can get through it in just the one night. And then I can start a new game, probably Lamplight City, next week. So, all that to say, I'm going to click the play button now. I'm going to go... I don't know where it's going to be. Let's go top right for now. We're going to play it. We're going to see. Oh yeah, I forgot. It is desktop. That's neat. Oh, that's from before. I didn't swap that. Okay. Give it a second. There we go. Preferences. Disability. I don't know which font. Oh, there we go. So Deja Vu Songs is the default. Yeah. Oh, I gotta turn this down. This is hell loud for me. There we go. Okay, so yeah, I've got this one right here that I played back in October. I'm gonna start a new one. My name is I'm gonna go with Animal Man. Kind of loud for us too. All right. How's that? Animal Quarry. Let's see. Animal, sure. I live in the city of, I don't know, Petersburg. Petersburg. Does not impact gameplay. Alright, then I will continue to be he, him, because that is who I am. So, talking to animals. Absolutely. And a Guelph. Yeah, so I get to pick two. So I'm gonna talk to animals. And what goes well with talking to animals? I feel like hot could let me get away with talking to animals. Possibly mystical. What did I pick last time? Oh crap! What did I pick last time? Last time I think I picked street smart and keen eye. Yeah, I picked street smart and keen eye. Something talking to animals and mystical, because that kind of, you know, narratively makes sense. You know, I've got a third eye, and maybe that's how it allows me to talk to animals. Yeah, alright, so we're going to be a mystical animal talker who's absolutely going to shut down this bus guy. Oh god, this game has so much narration. Hold on, I need water, or this is not going to work. Okay, I'm back. This game has a lot of reading in it. Say no to the mystery peanuts? Yes. So, I said yes. I yes-anded the peanuts in the first playthrough. And I continue to offer them to everyone I meet. And by God, I will find a reason for those. But in this playthrough, I am not going to take the mystery peanuts. Also, hi Murph. Friends with books and animals instead of other people. Yeah, that's fair enough. So, yeah, the first time I played through this, I took the mystery peanuts and weirded everyone out with them. This time I shall not, because I'm probably going to weird them out by the fact that I can talk to their animals. Anyways. Let me... Okay. You jolt awake as the bus hits a particularly nasty bump. You feel like you've only just managed to start drifting off, and now, here you are, awake again, and still exhausted. A lot of domestic animals last time. So there was the possum, there was the dog, there's the other dog? I think there's two dogs. Other animals might have been injected into the game for this playthrough. I don't know, we'll find out. For a moment, you're hazy on the details of where exactly here is, confusing this bus with the many others that came before it. But as your mind continues to reassert its existence in the waking world, the past few days come back into focus. The long-lost cousin, bad news, the 26 hours of bus rides with countless late-night stops in seedy depots that felt unsafe even in the middle of the day. You wouldn't normally find yourself traveling like this, but your cousin bought the tickets. The funeral of her mother, your aunt, seems like something you shouldn't ignore, even considering your own late mother's rocky relationship with this side of the family. Fortunately, the end of your long journey is in sight. You're almost in Scarlet Hollow. So anyway, oh, what the hell was this guy's voice? I can't remember.
Was it this kind of voice?
Or was it... I can't remember. It was...
This? Okay. So anyways, I was saying...
Yeah. Oh no. He's still here. He's been sitting next to you for the past 5 hours, talking at you without pause. You're not sure he even stopped when you started to doze off. First, you thought he was just being friendly, but that was several hours of one-sided conversation ago.
I was up in Maryland looking for work, mostly messing around because I was a dumb teen. Me and my buddies were doing our usual pranks of, you know, pushing joggers into the harbor, that sort of thing. Should I just silent him? No, he's been talking for hours. Silent ain't gonna work anything. I think I'm just gonna shoot him right the fuck down.
Dude, what is wrong with you? Pushing joggers into the harbor? That's awful. What if they drowned?
Yeah, I was such a shithead back then. I'm still a bit of a shithead, but hey, po buddy's nerve fix. So this girl comes up to us swinging her purse, yelling about how she's gonna call the cops or whatever. It was hilarious. She actually hit my friend, and he said it hurt a lot, so I guess she really was mad for not just playing. So she kept swinging. Soon enough, she lost her balance and fell into the harbor all on her own. We didn't even have to push her. We had a good laugh and fished her out, and her phone got soaked so she couldn't call the cops on us. We wound up hanging out all day. He kind of became my girlfriend after that. We've been on and off for about a year, so it's pretty serious. You know. So about 5 months ago, she tried to break up with me, like, for reals, and geez, you ever just get so mad you just want to, like, kill someone?
I'd be like killing someone right now. Or like horrible people waking me up to tell me about their horrible thoughts.
What can I say? I'm an interesting guy. Anyways, you'll get it when somebody tries to break your heart one day. It changes a person. Makes them think they never thought they could. I honestly could have killed that woman. Anyway, she's giving birth to her son right now, so I'm trying to get to Virginia to be there for it. But I don't know if I'm, like, into that stuff. So I might just wind up on a bus in New York or something instead. I've always wanted to go there.
Seriously? Your girlfriend's giving birth right now, and you're thinking about ditching her to go have fun in New York after she tried to break up with you and you threatened to kill her?
Hey, now, I never threatened to kill her. Okay, maybe over text. Just a little, but father, it's scary. Plus her mom is there, so it's not like she's alone. Her mom doesn't like me much, so I'd probably just make things super stressful.
I'm kind of slipping into a Valley Girl thing here.
She's innocent, she's chill. Anyways, where are you headed?
Get fucked. I'm not telling you. You don't say a word. The last thing you need right now is for him to know where you're going, to be staying there for a week.
Not enough of myself, then you must be headed for Scarlet Hollow, right? Or the Holler, as they call it in these parts. That's the only other bus stop till it turns around. I ride pretty often, so I know. Almost nobody ever goes up that way, actually. I had a couple of buddies who went up there for work in the mine, the coal mine up in there, Holler, you see. And there's always a job listing or two on the boards around there. I never want to do that kind of thing myself. I like my lungs where they are, thanks. But my buddies get so desperate enough to try it.
I fucking hate this guy, just for the record. I pick an angry voice and I want to punch myself in the face.
I haven't heard from them in a while, now that I think about it. I should see if they're still on Facebook.
TM.
See how they're doing up there. Hope they didn't die.
I actually think I did that shitty laugh, too. I'm really bringing this guy back.
Oh, this me. It was lovely meeting you. Hope you don't get too bored without me to talk to. Here, I have something for you.
Oh, good. The dripping bag of peanuts.
They're boiled peanuts. I got them at a gas station a few buses back. I noticed you haven't eaten much, so I figured you could use them more than me.
The voice works so well, it's uncomfortable. Yeah.
Plus, they dripped all over my bag, so I don't want to carry them anymore.
Screw you and your peanuts.
Hey man, I was just trying to be friendly. Look, there's still good 45 minutes left in your journey, pal. Assuming nothing goes wrong, best to have them on hand.
Yep, the sound. I appreciate that they injected a sound specifically for wet bag of peanuts on chair. The young man sets the peanuts down on the empty seat next to him. The juices dribble out through the bottom of the bag and into the upholstery, instantly soaking it in peanut brine. Uncomfortable sentence.
And with that, I leave you. Safe travels, friend.
Fuck right off. Oh, they're just there. Oh no. And just like that, you're alone. The stranger's peanuts soaking into the seat across from you. Maybe you can finally get some sleep. Next stop, Scarlet Hollow, end of the line. It's there. I just realized the hand's got a little bone sticking out. That's fun. The bus finally comes to a stop. It brakes, squealing as it deposits you in front of the Scarlet Hollow bus station. Well, the sign reads bus station, but calling it that feels disingenuous. At best, it's a kiosk. Though, for a small town like this, you're amazed there's so much as a road, let alone a bus that drives on it every week. driver quickly shuts the doors behind you and starts the engine, kicking up dust clouds as he pulls away, eager to leave you and this place behind. Ah! Fuck. Got about her. Oh no, that's my actual name. Right. Oh, what was her voice? Hey, car animal. You instantly recognize the worn young woman from the few public photos on her Facebook page. She's your cousin, Tabitha, and she looks annoyed to be here. I do appreciate that the bus arrives at Monday at 11 a.m. and then departs at 11:01 a.m. Hey, Tabitha. Come on, let's get back to the estate. I don't want to spend any more time down here than I have to. Your cousin turns and motions to an old BMW parked near the bus kiosk. You follow her, clambering into the dusty relic. Wait, why did the talking animals thing say it was a gift and a curse? It doesn't take much driving before the only signs of civilization are the car you're in and the road you're on. Tabitha maintains an icy silence as she focuses on the road. Dialogues labeled Explore can usually be taken without advancing the story. They can, however, impact relationships. Alright. Hey, hold up. Fine. Sure. Let's try and be empathetic here. I know we only just met, but you know I went through something similar with my own mom. So if you ever need to vent or good, Tabitha stares straight ahead. Her expression tense and icy. We met before. Pretty sure this is the first time, right? Yep. You and your mom to thank. You have your mom to thank for that, or that, I guess. That's mystical. I can sense a deep scar in our bloodline. Gaping maw intent on consuming itself to oblivion. I only hope we can mend it during our time together here. Great. Good for you. Alright. Do I want to explore these? Yeah, what the hell. With zero tact. I guess we're both members of the Dead Moms Club now, huh? Turns to stare at you, an icy hatred in her eyes. Maybe this would have worked to ease the tension if she were someone else, but she isn't. Bold and unforgiving. So, funeral. It's on Sunday, right? Yep, like I told you. You need help planning? If you ever need help with the errands or scheduling, feel free to ask. I know this stuff isn't easy. It's actually been fine. Just needed the coffin and somebody to dig a hole. Okay. And here it is. The Scarlet Estate. Though it's seen better days, its crumbling elegance is not lost on you. Someone used to cramp apartments in gray cities. Your mother told you about this place many times before she passed, always with an anger burning in her beneath her words. Faded majesty you once imagined doesn't quite compare with what's in front of you. A jarring blend of opulence and ruin. As you stare at it perched on the crumbling cliffside, you can't help but feel like it's something that should have been left to rot a long, long time ago. As soon as you enter, you are hit with a blast of dusty air. Everything in this room has been here for much longer than you've been alive, each object cemented in place with layers of dust and cobwebs. You can hear doors creak on their hinges and the aches and moans of ancient floorboards as the house itself sways in the wind. Welcome to our family's humble estate. Unfortunately, due to the current state of the house, only a few rooms will be safely accessible during your stay. But we can go wandering around anywhere else if you value your limbs. The floors have been known to give out. If you know what's good for you, you'll stick to your room, your bathroom, and the kitchen, and the hallway, I guess. but only the hallways you need to use to get to those places. Show you around so you know where it's safe to walk, and leave your bags here for the time being. So, you live here? Yeah, and I'm letting you stay here for free, so mind your manners. Or did your mother not teach you about those? Shall we take a tour? Alright. Follow me. Hey. To be fair, I think that was the least shitty thing to say to them. You put your bags down and follow Tabitha through a long and dusty hallway. She delicately steps over holes and tears in the floor, and you do your best to trace her steps. Oops, did miss that one. Something about the kitchen. I wouldn't recommend. Oh, and the cat. I wouldn't recommend socializing with her. She'll talk your ear off. If you need any food, there's fixins. Hey, can you talk to animals too? There's fixins for peanut butter and jelly. Don't touch my mac and cheese or my ice cream. Those are off limits. Oh. You can also access the garden through here, but it's pretty wild, so I wouldn't if I were you. Oh, the cleaner. Right. I'm just gonna pick like every mystical option. I feel a wild energy in this room, as if the natural world is creeping in to finally reclaim its territory. Hey, geez, I get it. You think it's messy. I'll tell Janie to be more thorough this week. But you should know there's only so much anyone can do with a country house this old. It's always going to be a little grimy and worn, unlike your sleek city apartments. If a little dirt bothers you, you're going to have a rough time this week. Awesome, I love peanut butter and jam. How'd you know it's one of my favorites? Smile can't be real. That damn smile, what a great achievement I just got. Oh, and top right, I can't do top right. It's gotta be top left. There's buttons over here. I didn't. But good for you. Oh, I need something other than PB&J this week. Is there somewhere in town we can get groceries? Aren't you fancy? Yeah, there's a general store. There's also a diner. I usually order my food in bulk online, though, so I wouldn't be going with you. Okay, cool. Sweet, thanks. Cool. Good talk. I'm not gonna ask about the ice cream. What's next on the tour? Bathroom. Follow me. Oh yeah, I remember the bathroom. The bathroom is itself a horror story. Great. It's been hours since I've gone. As the two of you leave the kitchen, you pass by a tuxedo cat sitting on the countertop. It's the cat. Don't try and pet Frau. If she wants to be pet, she'll let you know. Oh no, Frau's actually French? They may parler pas. Can someone extremely quickly translate that? Yes, I know I'm a Canadian, and I did 9 years of French. But can somebody translate that for me? Pretty sure she's saying don't pet me. Or don't talk to me. Okay, but can I pet you? Ugh. Oh, okay. I guess this is what we're doing now. Ugh. Another filthy American sticking their business where it doesn't belong. No, you may not pet me. I would sooner smear myself with sewage than be touched by your filthy apins. Stop wasting my time. Let's finish the tour. Oh, no, that was not the cat. Oh, stop wasting my time. Let's finish the tour. You can't just switch characters on me like that, game. Jesus. You once again follow Tabitha through a long, dusty hallway. Maybe after a few nights it'll get easier to navigate these spaces, but for the time being you feel lucky to have not fallen through the floors. Guest bathroom. Not much to show, it's a bathroom. I'll wait outside, do what you must if you must. Why is it so bad? Why is it so bad? It is a nasty, wretched bathroom. Piles of junk sit untouched in the corners of the room, and mystery stains paint the floor. They have a cleaner, right? Like, they have a cleaner. Allegedly. Yeah, fair enough. Who exactly uses this bathroom? Yes.
Ram, fellas, the jig's up.
Bugs skitter from the bowl. Oh no, I can talk to bugs too. Oh no. Bugs skitter from the bowl as you lift the seat. Yeah, let her rip. A toilet is a toilet. Sure, it could be cleaner, but your business needs doing, and this is as good a place as any. You do what you must and rejoin your cousin out in the hall. Next up, guest bedroom. Last stop on the tour. Follow me. You and Tabitha briefly return to the foyer before climbing the stairs and reaching the guest bedroom. The room smells old. Dust, mildew, wood rot. It's got it all. A week of sleeping in this place might give you permanent lung damage. You know, that gender does matter, but what if the text is different if you're female? I do wonder that. I do wonder that myself. This is where you'll be staying. The linens are fresh. I just had Janie wash them last week. I had to endure a half-hour rant about her kid to get her to do it, so you'd better be grateful. The closet's full of old family stuff, so you can't hang your clothes up. But you can use the dresser. It should be empty. I sense a heavy spiritual fog hanging over this room. They've died here, haven't they? When? This house is almost 150 years old. Obviously, people have died here. Alright, who used to sleep here? Like I said, the house is almost 150 years old. Many, many people have slept here. Now you'll sleep here, carrying on the fine tradition of bedrooms being slept in. I gotta say, it's amazing. What a great room. This is way nicer than what I'm used to. Can't say I'm surprised. Each and every piece of furniture in this room is a genuine antique, handed down through the family for generations. It's not IKEA bedroom, or whatever such nonsense you're used to in the city. Hey, 6-4org! Do I say the 6-4org? 6-4org? I do like 6-4org. Can we make 6-4org happen? Either way, hello! Alright, I'll just get started. Follow me, I'll take you back to the foyer so you can collect your belongings. This concludes our tour. I'm afraid I must return to my duties, so you'll have to entertain yourself for the rest of the day. Don't expect to see much of me. Alright. Some dialogue options will open additional conversation paths. Some right away, some others down the line. Okay? Are you sure you're okay? You seem kind of upset. Fine, just need to get back to work. How am I doing? I'm doing alright. I mean, I'm tired. My energy seems to kind of come and go throughout the day. I'm currently eating chocolate cake and water and playing a fun game, so I'm hoping my energy will maintain. And then I'm going to absolutely pass out on the couch upstairs. So, where are you going? To work. Somebody has to pay the bills around here. What do you work? You do. I run the coal mine, same as every Scarlet who came before me. Except for you and your mom. It requires a lot of time and concentration. So I'd appreciate if you didn't keep me for too long. Feel that you want to play tonight but you're tired? Yeah, well, I just went and got a COVID test today. Along with basically everyone else in my family, because my daughter turned up positive on, I guess, Monday. She tested Sunday. And because I'm kind of feeling like poop, that I get that test done. So hey, I'll find out in a couple days. How that goes. But try not to think about it. Good for you. That's impressive, exciting. Good for you. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I don't think of it as boring or exciting. In the same way, I don't think about cleaning a toilet or painting walls, either of those things. It's a task. Alright, healthy mindset. Seems like a good way to look at a job. Instead of convincing yourself you have to be doing the thing you love the most, it's okay, just have a job. Yeah, exactly. Would I rather be doing something else in my life? Maybe. But I know I had to take over the company, so why think about the other stuff I could be doing? Oof. You know what? I won't keep you, we should hang out. We'll see. There's a lot that needs to get done this week. Okay, bye. Now it's just you in a sprawling, decrepit estate. Absolutely go straight down the Forbidden Wing. Ah, yes. Immediately turn to the nearest door, only to be impeded by a padlock. Oh, right, I don't have the thing. So, in the previous game, I could pick the lock, but the door still wouldn't open or something like that. That has actually been adjusted. I know for a fact that behind this wall is a brick, or this door is a brick wall. I don't know what that means, but I know that that's a thing. Let's get a sandwich. You haven't had anything to eat all day. The only thing louder than your stomach right now are the creaks and moans in this ancient place. Peanut butter and jam sounds exactly like what you need to take on the rest of the day. You head to the kitchen. The game's railroading me? No, yeah, sections of the game are being walled off. You're back in the kitchen, ready to craft a beautiful peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It's a daunting task given the state of the place, but the aggressive growls in your stomach outweigh your fear of food poisoning. To get started, you'll probably need to find some peanut butter, some jelly, bread, plates, and a knife. Talk to Cat. Raphael hisses as you draw near and remains firmly in place. You might want to talk to me, but I don't want to talk to you. Go away. You like living here? This spy is smart tech. What about Tabitha? What can you tell me about my cousin? It's the first time I've ever met her. Spare me your life story. Tabitha at least knows not to bother me. You tell me about Perline. Perlan? I never knew my aunt. She's dead. Don't waste my time on corpse. If you won't take the hint, I suppose I'll have to take things into my own hands. Her lunges at your hand and bites you hard. You back away. I mean, that is literally the same thing I got last time, so whatever. Alright, search fridge. As you approach the fridge, your eyes catch a note taped to the door reading, Janie, stay out, in all caps. Below it, in separate handwriting, are the words, Okie dokie, Dr. Jones. You open the fridge. You already feel a deep urge to wash your hands, even though you have yet to touch anything other than the handle. Okay. We're just going to take that jelly. You reach for one of the unopened jars of grape jelly, carefully checking its expiration date. You breathe a sigh of relief when you realize it's recent. It was either purchased specifically for you, or jelly is one of the few things in this kitchen Tabitha actually uses. What you need now is the rest of the things listed before. No, I'm not going to take the ice cream. I could, but I won't. Okay, search pantry. Tabitha sure loved her mac and cheese. Yeah, there's a lot of it. I like how it's craft with a C, which is fun. And Jif. Alright. Examine mac and cheese. Pick up a box of Tabitha's mac and cheese. You can't see if you've ever seen this brand before. What the f... Why is this an option? What? What kind of fucking chaos element are you? That the game's like, empty the box and jam a dead mouse into it. Where? Yeah. What about? Staying away from the mac and cheese was one of your cousin's hard rules. She already seems not to like you. Take bread. You pick up one of the non-moldy loaves of bread. Great. One step closer. Okay. Take some Jif. The king of nut butters. And only 3% of each jar is mashed up cockroaches. Okay. Search cabinets. The cabinet must be where Tabitha keeps the dishware and, oddly enough, the utensils. What's the shot glass again? Oh yeah. It reads, I survived Deb's 50th. Your aunt's name was Perline, so this wasn't from her 50th. From the few stories you've heard from your mom, Perline wasn't the type to have kitschy friends who gave out themed shot glasses at their birthday parties. Same mug. Was blown away by Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Fuck. It reads, I was blown away at Blowing Rock, North Carolina. Your aunt and cousin actually traveled sometimes, even if it was only a few hours from the state. Maybe you can route your return trip through Blowing Rock. It might be nice to see local sites before heading home. I mean Jif? I do mean Jif. Jif? Jiffy Gif? Do I want a bowl? No. I'm grabbing the plate and the butter knife. Grab bowl. What does it say? Moth trap, do not touch. You reach for the bowl, but as you pull it down, a blend of vinegar and dead moth splashes onto you and immediately staining your shirt. On the back of the bowl is a note that reads, Moth trap, do not touch. Alright. Idiot. Your shirt is now unpleasantly wet. You'll probably change into something clean before you leave the house. Yeah. No. Check out the garden. Get some mystical bullshit going here. The garden was reclaimed by the wilderness long ago. You don't think you want to go up there after all. Have you been up to date on your tetanus shots? Okay. You close the door behind you and return to the kitchen. Smash that sandwich together. Despite the state of this horrendous kitchen, you have successfully combined your 3 ingredients to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Congratulations! Feed yourself. A job well done. All that hassle and it took you less than a minute to eat. The rest of the day lies in front of you. Yeah, we're done here. What do I do next? No, we're gonna settle in. Is there someone else I get to talk to? Now that you've finally eaten, the aches and pains of your journey have started to sink deep into your bones. You stumble up the stairs to your room, suitcase in tow, eager to unwind before you face the rest of your day. You stand at the entrance to your room. Examine closet. Creepy doll. Excellent. You can see why your cousin said you should put your clothes in the dresser instead of this closet. There must be decades of family history stacked up in here. Pick up doll. Of course you're sharing the room with a creepy doll. You pick it up to examine it more closely. It reads, Property of Alexandra. No need to carry this around with you. Lies. Examine painting. This must be an old relative of yours. Very old, judging by the dates of the inscription. You've never heard of her, but you've barely heard of anything of your aunt and cousin until a week ago, so that's not really a surprise. Maybe you could ask Tabitha about this Marie Belle Scarlet the next time you see her. That is, if she's actually in the mood for conversation. What's at the window again? You can only imagine how beautiful the garden must have been in its heyday. If you owned this place, you'd totally get out there with a shovel and some gardening gloves and whip it into shape, sure. You'd go out and pull weeds and chop trees and carve topiaries and do whatever you needed to return it to its former glory. Once it was all done, you'd sit by the fountain, which of course would have little goldfish in it, and drink a floral tea while enjoying the birdsong. Yeah, you definitely do that. Not right now. Okay, let's meet our possum friend. You drag your suitcase over the dresser and open the bottom drawer. A possum lurks within. It's quiet, but angry.
Afraid!
I love that. I know her.
Afraid!
Hey, what are you doing here, little guy? I'm current animal.
Dustin.
What are you doing in these drawers?
Warm. Dark.
Can you tell me about the human who lives here?
Which human?
Early and died, only one human lives here.
Does not go with names. 2 human live here.
Sorry? Hold on. Hold on. That's an actual legitimate revelation. Okay, can you not tell me about the humans who live here? Okay, Dustin, can you tell me about the 2 humans who live here?
One human sad. One human scary.
Sad human?
Cries. Gives Dustin bad sleeps.
And the scary human?
Always watches. Eyes hateful.
Huh.
Okay.
Enjoy your new nest. You poor thing, you look cold in there. You gently lay your clothes on top of the creature, arranging them into a little nest. Dustin closes his mouth, somewhat more at ease than before, and looks up at you with his shiny black eyes.
Human is kind to Dustin. Dustin will remember this.
Yes, I've played Telltale games as well. You close the drawer, satisfied with yourself for a job well done. Am I taking a nap? Nah, I'm not taking a nap. Let's go into town. Before leaving the house, you rinse off and change into a clean shirt. You're not about to meet new people coated in vinegar and dead moths. Whatever. If you'd known you'd wind up having to walk all the way back to town, you probably would have just asked Tabitha to leave you at the bus stop, especially with how unhappy she seemed to see you. If only you could wipe the slate between the two of you clean and bury some of the tension. Though, maybe her mother's funeral isn't the best time for something like that. And again, it's the perfect time. It's really pretty out here. Weird, just a weird injected moment there, but finally, you make it back to town. The hauler, as that guy on the bus called it, has probably seen better days. It still has the feeling of an idyllic country town, but its sidewalks are cracked and many of the storefronts are boarded up, their windows dusty with age. The chill breeze sweeps down the lane, and you shudder, suddenly feeling as if you're peering into a grave. Dog.
Gretchen, come back. Quit running away.
Oh my god. Of course Gretchen is a Southern Belle. Of course Gretchen is a Southern Belle. Okay.
Why, I do declare, who is this gorgeous stranger, and why does he smell of peanut butter?
Sorry about that. Gretchen can be very slippery when she wants to be. She loves to get loose and cause havoc. Nice to meet you, Gretchen. I'm Cranimal.
My, oh my, I can't remember the last time I met a newcomer who was so wonderfully polite.
The Southern Belle you're portraying has working lungs, which isn't accurate. No, she doesn't have the vapors until, like, she gets worked up.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Cranimal.
That's funny the way that's a funny way to introduce yourself. I'm Stella. Not often I see a strange face up in the holler. Every now and then there's new crop of coal folks, but you don't look dusty enough for that. You weren't in town for the funeral, are you? Scarlet funeral? I'm Cranimal. Guess you're Tabby's cousin, right? Upon mention of your cousin, Gretchen mutters under her breath.
One of these days I'll get that tabby little pet me.
It's the only person I can think of who would come to town for the funeral. How's she holding up? To be honest, I've been a little worried about her all holed up in that big house. A darkness hangs over her. Whatever consumes her goes beyond the death of her mother and poisons her very soul. That bad, huh? It's always been a little rough around the edges. I figured she'd probably just been having a tough go with things, but that doesn't sound good at all. That or you have a special way with words. I don't think you know her. Oh, quite a long time. The town's really small, so everyone's known everybody else as far back as they can remember. Tabby and I got a little close when we were both in school's production of A Midsummer Night's Dream. I was Puck and she was Mustard Seed. As you might have expected, she was more than a little prickly, but I managed to soften her up a bit in the end. But then she graduated, and that was that.
I haven't seen that girl or her horrible little cat since I was middle-aged. Oh, before it slips my mind, if you're staying in that spooky old mansion, you must have met Frau Frau. How does that monster fare?
I don't know which one I want. Either I'll pet that thing, it's the last thing I do, or it sounds like you and Frau Frau have a history. I'm not going to be shitty. Unfortunately, we've met. It's one of these two things. These are the important decisions. Obviously. This is the most important thing I could be agonizing over right now. This is literally why you were doing it? Yeah, I know. Just because I can talk to animals doesn't necessarily mean that I'm gonna say, like, this is kind of internet stuff. I'm gonna say you two have a history. Wait, what? Are you messing with me? You can't actually talk to my dog, right? Alas, you've discovered my dark and terrible secret. I can't talk to animals and animals talk to me. Your dog sounds like a Southern Belle when she talks. Yeah, of course you're joking. You and Stella maintain silent, awkward eye contact.
Well, next time you see that devil, please send my regards. And do let her know that not only do I still draw breath, but I very much still plan to outlive her.
Oh, he just got to town. You must be starving. I was just on my way to dinner for coffee, and they got amazing biscuits. My treat. Okay. So I just want to see, which one of these guys that we see later? It is one of them. I think it's this dude right here. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food it was the old guy? Would you run to the old guy? But no, that's not, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Right near the end, after the events in the forest. You come back to town. Talk to somebody's mom. And I get to do my creepy inward talking voice with the character in question. Well done. Oh, Lego. Thanks, kid. Trying to eat. Anyway, it doesn't matter. The pleasant aroma of greasy breakfast food hangs heavy in the air. In contrast with the empty, lifeless atmosphere of the family estate, the diner is filled with the comforting din of human life. All of which grinds to a sudden halt as the patrons realize that a stranger has entered the establishment. Oh, hi. Hello. Just in time for the funeral. Before anyone can respond, you and Stella casually slide into a booth, pretending the whole town didn't just gawk at you like a sideshow attraction. Looks like your entrance was a little more dramatic than you were expecting, huh? Folks around here don't meet many strangers as is. If you're related to, well, let's just say you'll be the talk of the town for a little while. Hey, Stella. I went ahead and fixed up you a coffee. They gracefully place a cup of specially brewed coffee in front of Stella. Aw, shucks. Thanks, Avery. And here's some bacon for the little lady. For me? For me? Gretchen sniffs the bacon and digs in. Anything for you? Biscuit and coffee. Absolutely. Can I have a biscuit and a coffee, please? I heard they're really good. Best in the county. Avery pours the fragrant brew into the empty mug in front of you. They linger after pouring your coffee, turning to you nervously. Oh, and I'm sorry for your loss. Or you have the chance to respond. They're gone. Glad you took my advice with the biscuit. Won't regret it. Anyways, the funeral's not till Sunday, right? Gives you quite a bit of time to slum around town. Trying to think if there are any cool events going on this week. It's always the reading adventure at the library, which is supposed to be for little kids, but I do it every month anyways. Oh, and I'm pretty sure Avery's throwing a party Saturday night, so that's a fun thing to look forward to. And there's the weekly Sunday potluck. That should be right after the funeral, too, so it'll be a special occasion. Cool. Sounds neat. Maybe I'll check some of those things out. Anyway, those are all the big events I can think of. As for the day-to-day, any idea how you want to kill time for the rest of the week? I'll see if I can support Tabitha. I kind of assumed I'd be spending my time trying to help Tabitha, but with how quickly she ran off today, I'm not sure that's enough for a full schedule. That's really sweet of you, but you're right. They'll definitely still leave you with plenty of time to kill. Ever thought about exploring the local trails at all? I'm usually out there a few nights a week for my job, and I'd be happy to show you around. Before Stella can finish, Avery returns, biscuit in tow. Is there nothing else coming for me? Gosh, if I had known the plate of bacon would be my main and only course, I would have waited before digging in. Hey, when do you want to give you a biscuit? On the house. She sends her condolences. You didn't have to do that. Looks great. No worries. Hope you enjoy it. You pick up the biscuit. Oh, this is a mystical event. Fantastic. You pick up the biscuit. It's delicate and fluffy. Nearly crumbles at your touch. Buttery warmth emanates from its surface. You don't even need to taste it to know that it is good. Divinity given buttery form. You take a bite. It melts in your mouth, as if it was nothing but butter suspended in a thin matrix of dough. Truly, this is a perfect biscuit. Whoa. This is a really good biscuit. Wow. So glad you like it. Avery lingers at the table for a moment. So, Stella mentioned that she's famous. Avery, I'm not famous. Look, if you're not gonna go around tooting your own horn, you know I'm gonna do it for you. Little size. I'm a YouTuber. That's rad. I've met a YouTuber before. I'd love to check out your channel at some point. Oh, thanks, but it's nothing much. It pays the bills, but it's mostly a passion project, you know? Yeah, the real money's in Twitch, am I right? She's selling herself short. Granimal. Her stuff is amazing. She hunts cryptids. I think the best videos to start with would be the river one. Not the lake, but you know, the controversial one. Oh yeah, Catawamba? I had trouble with this last time. Catawba? Must be Catawba. The Catawba River Runner. Didn't expect much out of that footage at the time, but it wound up being the most popular video by far. So, the River Runner is a cryptid that's only known from a single sighting. Two Boy Scouts thought they saw something big and weird at the Catawba River. Ugh. And that's all I had to go on. Then I wound up catching this on camera. Still pulls out her phone and shows you a clip of something in a river. Some folks said it was a beaver, but if that was the case, it'd be at least twice the size of any beaver I'd ever seen. Also had people saying it was a dog, or even a capybara that must have escaped the local wildlife sanctuary. It was a mountain lion. I could smell its stink from miles away. I'm still not sure what it was, but I'm the one who saw the thing with my own two eyes. Gretchen thinks it's a mountain lion. Gretchen seems to think it's a mountain lion. Very funny. You might have gotten me earlier, but I'm on to you. You're not going to trick me into thinking you can talk to my dog. As for your theory? No way. It's absolutely not a mountain lion. There are no mountain lions this far east. There's a whole video on the Appalachian mountain lion that found Jack squat. There's no reason one won't be swimming in a river like this. They're not fans of water. And the body was too long. No way. Personally, I'm a fan of the capybara theory. Sure, it's not like any local sanctuaries are missing one, but there's always people keeping exotic animals as pets. Kind of a sewer gator type situation. Exactly. Some exotic pet owner set it free. Now it will forever roam the Catawba, confusing Boy Scouts and YouTube commenters for years to come. So, speaking of things to do around town, I was actually planning on filming this week's video tonight. I was wondering if maybe you'd want to come along? It's pretty easy one this week. You wouldn't even have to camp anywhere. I'm gonna go after the... No spoilers. Alright. It's okay. Should probably get back to it instead of standing around chatting with friends. See you around. Now that the coast is clear, I'm going after Skunkape. I know it's Skunkape. I will forever read that as Skunkape because of the Sam Max games. Isn't that just worse Bigfoot? It's definitely one of those lesser ape-type cryptids. And one of the smellier, according to some sources. They say you should be able to smell it before you see it. I don't know about you, but I find the idea of discovering something previously unknown to be excitement enough, even if it is just worse Bigfoot. Most skunk ape sightings are from Florida. While I was doing research for last week's video, I came across a report where a lady from a town over claimed to have seen one on her deck playing tug-of-war with her dog. And as I leave no stone unturned, I decided it was worth investigating. What do you say? Want to tag along? Hold the camera for me while I narrate against the darkening sky, that sort of thing? That depends. Are you going to be there, Gretchen? Oh, naturally. I wouldn't want any misfortune to befall my beloved Stella. I must stay by her side, through thick and thin, however odd her passions may be. Of course, it's actually been a while since I had anyone but Gretchen out there with me. Say no more. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I actually started the channel with a couple buddies of mine. I wonder if I can actually say no to this. I've never tried that because that seems like a really weird thing to be like story extend olive branch of thing, and me just be like, no, go to bed, idiot. Me and Kanika and Reese running around the woods, flipping over rocks and bothering elevators. Our videos were terrible, but we had a lot of fun, and that's all that mattered to us. You know, it gets me thinking, I wonder if they'd be down to come along with us, get the old gang back together. Though I guess Kanika has to close at the general store tonight, so I'm pretty sure that's a no-go. It would be rather tragic if something were to happen to her. I know. So, I'm really torn on that part. Because we did save Gretchen last time. And I do want to see the other story. But I also know that if I don't save Gretchen, I super don't save Gretchen. Reese? I think there's a decent chance we could get him to come out of his hidey hole if he's up for it. Want to make a quick call? Stella pulls out her phone and dials it, waiting while it rings. Reese, dude, what's up? Feels like it's been forever. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. You want me to come by, or? Okay, if you're really sure, but if you change your mind... Oh. I was just calling to see if you wanted to come out to the woods tonight. I met somebody cool in town today. He's Tabitha's cousin. No, yeah, just here for the week. Anyways, we're going out to look for skunk ape. We could take the easier trails if that would help. Dang man, that sounds awful. I hope you take it easy tonight. I'll swing by sometime this week and we can have more low-key hang. How's that? Yeah, I'll bring him. See you soon. Bye, bud. Reese. There's always been something off about that boy. I never did like the smell of him. Oh, looks like it's just you and me, pal. Is he okay? He's not feeling well, that's all. He's had a lot going on the past, I don't know, gosh, 10 years or so, but I feel like it's gotten a lot worse recently. Can't remember the last time I saw him leave his house. Oh well. It's not my place to talk about, really. I just got a little excited to think about having him along again. He's hilarious. You love him. We should swing by his place sometime this week. Yeah, sure. Awesome. I'll make it happen. I don't... See, these games offer a lot of opportunity for you to just be an asshole. And I'm sure you can run some really interesting things by just, like, being prickly antagonistic dickface when the opportunities arise. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to be a complete shitheel of a human. It's really difficult for me. In fact, I think the only time I've ever really managed to do it was that one indie game we played, the news one, where I basically had to make Fox News in order to get, like, a cool, good job. And that felt real bad. Anyways, he's definitely the trickier one to meet. Kanika is much easier to track down since she's at the general store basically every day. But friendship can wait. We've got skunk ape to hunt. So, probably head out if we want to make up the mountain before it's too dark. Come on, let's blow this popsicle stand. You pause before getting up. Maybe it's time to make a good first impression. Leave generous tip. You reach in your pocket and pull out a crumpled $5 bill. You know it's a bit more than one would expect to get from such a short dining experience, but you might as well share the wealth while you've got it. You smooth out the bill before placing it on the table inconspicuously. Oh, that's awesome of you. Avery will appreciate that, I'm sure. Stella turns to leave the diner with you following close behind. It hadn't been very cold when you first arrived in town, but as the sun dips closer and closer to the horizon, a chill descends upon the hollow. You see your situation with renewed clarity. You're in a new place, far from civilization and people you know, following someone you just met into a dark forest in search of monsters. You feel A sense of foreboding. You feel an overwhelming sense of foreboding, which only seems natural considering where you are. Your instinct screams at you to leave, but at the same time you're curious to see what the night has in store for you. You decide to go with the flow, keep putting one foot in front of the other, and to not dwell too much on this strange feeling. Narrator's voice. That was a mistake. Gotta love this brisk fall weather. This past summer was the hottest on record, since last year at least. You know how it is these days. Each summer is the hottest yet until the next summer, which always finds a way to be so much worse. Just nice to feel a chill in the air and see leaves change, like normalcy is restored, if only for a moment. Sorry if that was a bit of a bummer. We should talk about something more fun, like skunk apes. What's the weirdest thing you found? Other than cryptid related. What's the weirdest thing you've seen in these woods other than anything cryptid related, of course? Oh. Gosh, that's a good one. Let me think. Well, there's always the deer I saw stealing baby birds out of a nest and eating them. That was pretty messed up. I think most people know about that these days. I've seen tons of videos of other deer doing it, so I'm not sure if it counts as weird anymore. Oh, Tetanus Lake. That's definitely the weirdest. It was a 5-foot deep, 30-foot wide pile of old cans and bottles and assorted garbage, with grass and trees growing on it so you could barely tell it was there until you stepped on it. It was practically solid ground with how much had been compressed, but you could still fall through if you weren't careful, hence the name. Better be up on your shots if you want to mess around in there. It's all stuff from the 50s too, which was super neat. I salvaged a few bottles that I kept on my dresser as a little souvenir. Anything bad ever happened? There was a time back in early high school when Reese fell down a cliff. But he was fine. We had some folks from town rig up a pulley to get him out of the ravine. His leg only took a couple months to heal. Oh no, not too bad. Oh, I guess there was also the time I was out here alone and kinda got stuck in a cave. I was getting great footage of what I thought was a family of wampus cats, but it wasn't able to wiggle my way back out. Turns out the wampus cats were actually skunks who very much did not appreciate me blocking the entrance to their hidey hole. And instead of running for help, Gretchen just sat outside, bored to tears. Lassie, she is not Gretchen. As if. I made sure to give those nasty little skunks a piece of my mind, that's what I did, and I kept Stella company. Just as she would for me if I decided to hide in a hole for hours. It took about an hour to get loose, which is pretty intense, but a few tomato juice baths later, I was right as rain. So, could have been a lot worse. Oh, there was the time I accidentally stumbled onto old Duke's property and nearly got my head shot off. That happens to everybody sooner or later. I barely count it. So yeah, these hikes aren't all that dangerous, all things considered. You ever do any other kind of hunts? There's this game called Phasmophobia. Maybe you've heard of it. Oh, sorry. Art. Huh, cool. Okay, yeah, sure. I used to go after all sorts of spooky stuff. Never had much luck, though, especially when it came to ghosts. Back when I first started doing solo videos, I'd go into all sorts of old abandoned buildings, hoping I'd stumble across some sort of activity. But nothing ever happened. It was always just me and my camera in an old house getting worked up over a gust of wind or a creaky floorboard. When it's all said and done, I've just been a lot luckier with cryptids. I want to believe in ghosts so bad. And I can't rule out the possibility that there really are true hauntings out there, but if there are, I sure as heck haven't seen any myself. Werewolves I kind of lump in with cryptids. I'd be shocked if there actually were people out there who turned animals, but werewolf lore lines up pretty well with the great beast genre of cryptid. Demons? I don't know. Honestly, don't even want to consider the possibility that they exist, because if they're really out there, whew, a lot of folks are doomed to an eternity of flames. So let's hope all that's all bunk, am I right? Now, hold on. Like, devils do the whole hell thing. Are demons actually hellbound? I thought demons were more like extraplanar and bad. I didn't think that they were actually like Hell-based. Whatever. So let's all hope that that's just bunk, right? Anyways. What's up? You're expecting to find anything? What are the chances we actually run into a skunk ape in just one night of filming? In the Bible, demons are all the hell nasties, and then there's the devil. Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, that's fair. We are hunting a creature that stayed hidden from humans long enough to gain a mythic reputation. What are the odds of something like that popping out to star my little YouTube channel? But hey, chances are never zero, right? You hear that? Ah, calm down, Gretchen, you old mutt. Oh, dude, you rascal. Same to you, Stella. You're always jumping at nothing, girl. Oof. Sorry for you, Anthony Duke. I thought you were some creature of darkness. Nah, girlie, just old Duke. Now, what the hell are you two looking for way out here? Skunk ape? Sorry I asked. Who's this you suck it into coming with you? Wait a tick. You want that? Yep. See. Welcome to the Hollow. My condolences. I'll keep you in my prayers. Now, both y'all head back to town, yeah? Unless you steer well clear of this area tonight. I'm out dealing with my own critter. I won't be too appreciative of a couple of fools with the camera scare away the more sensitive wildlife. What are you hunting tonight? Something tall and hairy? Something musky? You see anything like that around here recently? Wouldn't you like to know? You never could stay away from your business, still, Richmond. Put that damn camera down. Ah, come on, Duke. Maybe I can help out. I'm pretty good at tracking. You know I learned from the best. That you did. But I've yet to see a shred of proof that you listen to any of it. The way you tromp around the woods at night yelling about chugga-bungas or what have you. Something's been getting at my chickens. I've lost 3 this week and I can't afford to lose many more than that. I'm sorry to hear that. But, what if skunk ape has a taste for chicken? Now, see, this is why I don't come to you about these things. Ain't no skunk ape, whatever the hell that is. I know exactly what it is, but I know you won't believe me if I tell you. Oh, dude, you don't think it. I do, actually. Those damn mountain lions. They're out there, Stella. I don't care what your little investigation turned up. You haven't been out in these woods as long as I have. Those sons of bitches are sneaky. Of course you wouldn't find one in one night tracking. And I know for a fact that's what's been getting my chickens. Couldn't be anything else. I'm telling you, man, mountain lions are extinct in these parts. There hasn't been actual sightings since the 90s. Even those were iffy. It's true. There are mountain lions out here, sure as sin. They pee on all the best trees. Can't believe you go out there on your YouTube saying some river monster spotted by a car full of school-aged Boy Scouts has been 100% confirmed. Yet Appalachian cougars are some kind of far-fetched fantasy made up by gooses like me. If he's Appalachian, I should look up how to do an Appalachian accent. Not that it's gonna matter. You made me look like a fool. I read those comments, people you were posting on your video. They was calling me all kinds of names just for seeing things with my own eyes that I know to be true. I'm sorry, Duke. I didn't mean to sick anybody on you. I just don't think it's plausible. You'll eat those words, but not come carrying a mountain lion corpse out of these woods at dawn. If you two don't want a face full of buckshot, I suggest you run home and stay out of the woods tonight. Oh God. I don't think this ends well for you. Jeez. Oh no. How would you know? I go hunting these woods all the time. Night, day, possums, bears, don't make a difference. Out a mountain lion wouldn't stand a chance against the ingenuity of man here. Spoilers. Unless it's not a mountain lion. Don't you get started again. Your daddy could hear you going on about ghouls and goblins using what he taught you to run around these woods like some kind of paranormal investigator. You want that to be his legacy, girl? Besides, You know my boy Bo and me are headed down to the state fair to show off Big Betty this week. But gone days, the chicken coop might as well have a big all-you-can-eat sign on top of it if I don't nip this in the bud tonight. You know how I feel about my chickens. Couldn't take it if I lost any more of those poor little ladies. And you know I have to put a video up by tomorrow morning. Does he? Why would he know that? I missed an update. I might lose my new sponsor, and who knows what that'll mean for my career. Ooh, boy. Leaning into every mystical. What is gonna die here tonight? I can feel it. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? Are you trying to threaten me? I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. Weird bad feeling. Oh, are you psychic or something? Signs point to yes. Whoa, what am I thinking right now? Ah, hush, you ain't psychic. No, I'm mystical. There's a difference. You're just trying to unsettle me, so I'll let you all go off in the woods and film your little video. Crandall, I think you freaked Duke out enough for one evening. Maybe we should leave the poor man to his wild goose chase. I'm not freaked out by your friend's theatrics. But if it gets you out of my hair, sure. I'm greatly disturbed. Disturbed? I don't know how to do that. I'm doing a weird accent right now, and disturbed. Now, run along home and stay out of trouble. As you and Stella return to the trail, she carefully looks back the way you came. Okay, coast is clear. There's no way we're letting Duke edge us out that easy. Come on, I know the trail that'll get us around him. You don't want to like watch a movie? Would you rather go home, hang out, maybe watch a movie? I'm a lot less comfortable going out into the woods now that I know that we'll be sharing them with the guy who'll shoot anything that moves. Well, I understand your fears, poor animal. This is an opportunity for once in a lifetime adventure. Seize it while you can. You don't have to worry about old Duke. I've been out tracking with him before. The band sounds like a truck crashes through the trees when he walks. If we do cross paths, we'll hear him long before he catches wind of us. We can always do a movie night later, but right now, my viewers come first. They demand cryptids, and I am duty-bound to give them what they crave. No shaking you, huh? You'll just follow me until I finally relent and go monster hunting with you. I promise it'll be fun and safe. The trail's just up this way. Let's go. Narrator's voice. It wasn't. Alright, this looks like a good shot. Mind holding the camera? She hands you the camera and takes position. They slap eyelashes on her all of a sudden? As night falls, my new assistant, the mysterious Caranimal, and I find ourselves on a high hill in the Blue Ridge Mountains, where we'll begin our hunt for the elusive yet pungent skunk ape. Though mostly encountered in Florida, this possible relative of Bigfoot has been spotted all along the southeastern edge of the United States, including right here in this very county. Here's hoping we get a glimpse tonight. We'll check back once we're on the trail. Until then, stay searching, Stillers. And keep digging, Gretches. I can take the camera off your hands now. We'll be able to start tracking the scenes once the sun sets all the way. In the meantime, we get to take in all this beautiful scenery. It's gorgeous out here, don't you think? I love that I can keep leaning into the mystical. Something wrong in here. It feels offensive. Don't happen to mean stinky, do you? You think you're smelling skunk ape? Nor like a storm is coming? Or something metaphorically. Yeah, I'll go with metaphorically. I don't know, something metaphorically oppressive and dark. Dang, I thought we might have stumbled across this trail. Ah, well, I wouldn't worry too much if I were you. My gut usually warns me if I'm running into trouble, and I feel A-okay. Quiet moment with Stella is broken by a loud, percussive snort. Death has come for me at last. Goodbye, cruel world. I remain silent. Did you hear that? What's the sound deer make when they want to warn the rest of their herd about big scary predators like us? Let's check it out. Okay, so, at this point, I'm just gonna throw out here, content warning, from like here on in, there is more than one instance of what I'm just gonna qualify as body horror. So, be thee warned, there's some animals that don't quite look like animals, and other things, for the next stretch of this. Yeah, like that. A single deer remains behind, staring down the light of Stella's flashlight while Gretchen whines and pulls at her harness. Oh no, we can hear the animals. Pain, rot, decay. Dear, let me at him. How dare he infringe upon my dear Stella's personal space? Let me at him. Then it's gone. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. You're gonna hurt yourself. Oh my, it seems I was consumed by a blind rage. How very unladylike. What must you think of me? She can't handle deer. When she gets like this, I usually have to pick her up and hold her. She has a bad habit of slipping her harness when she wants to go after something. Too much of a potato. And they don't make harnesses that fit potatoes, do they? Talk to animals, yeah. I think the deer was threatening us or warning us. It was just sick. That thing on its face, I bet it was an abscess, maybe a tumor. Not like wild animals can get those taken care of. So they just get bigger and bigger. Poor thing. There's not much we can do about it. You know, it's not that I like want to become popular and have more people in the stream. I'm trying anything like that. Like I play games for my own sake, and if people can watch it, great. But boy, howdy, I wish I had more people in stream just for the extremely important decision that is coming up. No, I meant to take water for take my melatonin. You have an odd number, that's enough. Okay, it's not like wild animals can get those taken care of. Okay, yeah. Why do you bring Gretchen with you? Doesn't seem like the safest choice for a hiking companion. Excuse you, though. After that outburst that came over me, well, I suppose I can see the merit of your concern. I actually find her quite the opposite. Sure, she wants to chase stuff, but I usually let her. When I'm not on one of my cryptid hunts, so I can't hold that against her. I'm just happy she's still so feisty even at her age. Pugs aren't exactly known for their good health, but here she is, running around the woods at 17. 17? Holy shit. That's actually extremely... okay. That's a spry pug. And I feel like the fresh mountain air and exercise have helped a lot in that regard. You defy the laws of nature, don't you, Gretch? Okay. That got my heart rate up. How about we take a quick snack break and fuel up? Alright. No boiled nuts? They sat down until it breaks open a bag of assorted snacks. What did I take last night? I know it doesn't matter, but... trail mix, snack bar, apricots, sesame sticks, sesame stick. I'll take the M&M, the trail mix. Classic choice, never fails to satisfy. I like to mix my own to make sure there's the best stuff, and I use dried cherries instead of raisins. Stella. Yes. Yes. Haven't had sesame snaps in a minute. If you know someone who's got a Costco membership, you can get a whole, like, a little box of them. Boop, about yay big. I get them every once in a while. They're great, man. Absolutely. Go get you some sesame snaps. They're fantastic. Maybe it's a bit of a controversial pick, but even as someone who's passionate about dried fruit, I simply cannot abide raisins. So I'm gonna marry Stella. Finally someone who gets it. It's their glorified mouse droppings. They destroy everything they touch. Buying things in bulk from Costco, you say? Yeah. Yeah, just of sesame snaps specifically. And I guess also feta if you're into feta, because you can get a big bucket of feta there, too. So, I mean, you like feta. Definitely. Any other dried fruit is better. I had to finally meet a fellow preserved fruit connoisseur who can appreciate my refined taste in trail mix. And then things get worse. Oh, no, not yet. You and Stella settle down on an overlook, snacks in hand, as the quiet sounds of evening wildlife wash over you. Gretchen gnaws the stick, distracted. So, tell me what it's like here in Heersburg. Do you have a house, an apartment? Do you live with family, roommates, pets? Tell me what it's like to be excuse me, it's not Cranimal, it's the Cranimal. Thank you. Let's go with doorless basement. Doorless basement that floods when it rains? No, let's go with dingy studio apartment. Live alone in a dingy studio apartment. It's a mixed bag. First it was kind of nice to find a space that was just mine, but now it feels cramped. It's like I'm stuck in a closet alone and no one can come let me out because I chose this for myself, and as far as they know, I'm happy being there. The lights flicker, the toilet's constantly getting backed up because the landlady upstairs keeps flushing her cat's litter. It smells like cigarettes for some reason. It's home to an extremely durable population of roaches. But I guess it's home. I do what I can to spruce up the place. Got a plant, you know. They said living things are supposed to brighten up a room. Oof. Put it like that. I wonder if staying in that old mansion is a step up or a step down for you. Maybe just a step sideways. Have you tried looking for a different place, or maybe finding a roommate? Gotta be a better apartment than that, and like that in the big city than like Heersburg. I've been saving up. Oh, I hear you. I've been saving up for something better. Oh yeah? Oh, what do you do for a living? What do I do for a living? Haha, I'm a streamer. Oh, no way, a fellow content creator. That's awesome. I knew we had a lot in common. What sort of streams do you do? I'm gonna say I play video games. It's not a cramped market at all. That's cool. I'll have to check out your stream channel sometime this week. Yeah, it's twitch.tv/cdudson. Also, I'm here this week. So unless you're watching a VOD, do you like it? Wouldn't trade it for a world. I used to like me, now I won't like it. Remain silent. It's fine. Most people I meet tend to raise their eyebrows when I tell them what I do, but I love it. Might not be much, but it makes me feel like I'm taking control of my own destiny. We're getting a little real now. Believe me, I can relate. I don't think I've given up what I do for anything. A crisp breeze passes over you. What about you? Gretchen and I live in a little house just outside town. It's actually the house I grew up in, so it has a lot of pleasant memories attached to it. And I'm glad I can keep it in the family. My great-great-grandfather built that house. He must have done a great job because it's just as sturdy as it's ever been. What? Yeah, the place used to belong to my parents, but they're not around anymore. The hall is a small enough place that other folks don't need roommates. They moved? No, they died. It's okay. Okay, I've done my mourning. You don't have to watch your words around me or anything. Life goes on. What were they like? They were amazing. Two of the nicest people you'd ever meet, and interesting too. My dad was a bit of a regional legend amongst hunters and trappers. He was always out in the woods on the trail of something. We certainly had some interesting dinners because of him. He had to learn how to fend for himself, you see, since his family didn't have much growing up. So he learned how to hunt and trap and got damn good at it. He always made sure I had food and that I knew how to get it if I ever found myself too far from a grocery store. He could make us pretty good salad with just what's in this clearing if I had to, though it wouldn't exactly taste great. As for my mom, she was a saint. She was the local vet. The lady all the farms in the county knew to call if their animals were in need of something. She was smart as a whip and strong to boot. Turns out pulling calves out of 1,600-pound cows all day is a great way to build muscle. She was gentle, too. Even the smallest mouse would get the proper care in her hands. I'm sure most of the reason Gretchen here is one of the oldest dogs I've ever met. Yeah, those are my parents. Totally normal noise. Styles, what was that? Stella immediately packs her bag and slings over her shoulder. Oops. Right-click pulls this menu up? Let's save into this one real quick. That wasn't a sound meant for human ears. Whatever made it's close. Here, hold Gretchen's leash for me while I check it out. Oh no. You and Stella inch towards the tree line as she shines her flashlight into the woods. Can I just say, impressive flashlight. As you approach, a series of weak clucks calls out from a nearby bush. Pain! It's all pain. Maybe Duke's birds weren't eaten after all. It's a nuclear-powered flashlight, yeah. What the hell was that? Oh, hold on, I gotta play it back. Holy shit. Guessing it must be 3 feet tall? Doesn't look hairy either, so I think we can rule out a skunk ape. Whatever it is, that's one of Duke's chickens. It looks like it's headed north. Let's go after it. I'm just gonna follow. You follow Stella as she sprints into the unknown, Gretchen excitingly pulling you along by her leash. Whoops. Oh no, plot happens. Stella, my darling companion, are you alright? Oof. You okay? Yeah, I'm alright. Just tripped on something weird. Is it the chicken? Oh no, that poor thing. Must have been one of Duke's. Jesus, it's still alive. Investigate the chicken. Oh dear. You move towards Stella to get a closer look at the chicken. Don't let Gretchen too close. She'll try and take a bite if you don't stop her. I would never. Something about this bird doesn't smell right. You hold Gretchen's leash close to your chest. She squirms against her harness. How's the head looking? Why am I alive? Fucking mood. Chicken. Jeez. Poor chicken eyes look up at you, all glazed over, and still rolling around their sockets with unfortunate life. With the wing. So what's still slipped on. The wing is barely attached, but seems to at least be the least of the chicken's concerns. Alright. Good God. First you thought it might have been a tumor, but this is something else. The skin is stretched taut, the growth pulsing beneath. Having investigated to your heart's content, you turn away to give Stella room to film. It seems we've found one of Duke's chickens, folks, and she's not looking good. I'm hesitant to speculate, but she's definitely seems to have some sort of growth under her skin. Could be a tumor, could be else. Either way, I don't think there's much to be done here at this point. Oof. I'm gonna have to put up some massive content warnings for this video. Oh, I probably should have put some of those in my stream title. It's not too late, I guess. Give me a quick second here. I wonder if I can even do that. I never guess there'd be weird stuff. Listen, there's weird stuff and then there's weird stuff, okay? See if I can actually update with that. Did that update? You're gonna have to tell me. Okay, cool. Twitch is a little weird about stuff that can go into the titles. I don't know if death could qualify or not. Because I'm pretty sure you can't put death, die, or any other derivatives of it into your Go Live notification, interestingly. Anyways, you hear that? There's something out there all around us. Oh, there's something out there all around us. I can smell it. So many of them. What in Sam hell are you doing out here? Didn't I tell you to... Birdie? Oh, Birdie, what's wrong with you? Good God. Did y'all see what did this to her? I'm pretty sure we can hear them. They didn't see whatever did this to your bird, but I think we can hear them right now. Don't tell me you're all caught up in Still's nonsense. Duke, I'm sorry, we're on the trail and we found her like this. Put that camera away. For God's sake, girl, I don't want to be in another of your videos. No need to see me like this. No need to see Birdie like this. You wouldn't put her online, would you? Not when she's like this, all swollen and hurting. Duke, did you hear what her animal said? I think they're coming closer. You stay away from my Still, you mongrels. Come out, you sons of bitches. Oh, that one was super clear. They're being pretty straightforward with their message, huh? Leave this place, never return, this place is cursed. Run while you can. It's a good thing we can understand them. Could we not understand them before? I don't remember. I should watch the old one. Don't shoot them. We have no idea what'll happen. Yeah, that still thing sounds something peace-like. Whatever these... Oh, sorry. You hear that still? They didn't sound something peace-like. Whatever these things are, they'll pay for what they did to my girls. Come on, whatever your name is, grab that flashlight and help me line up a good shot. I can feel the white-hot rage from earlier starting to wash back over me. I'm going after them. As creatures in the tree line grow louder and more numerous, Gretchen violently strains against her harness. Okay, we are now at that decision. This is the most important decision. Do I go after Gretchen, and we basically replay a lot of the same content from before, but Gretchen lives, and who knows what kind of future kind of fun content we can get out of that. Or do we save Duke and get all new content? As much as I want to save the Southern Belle dog, now that we can talk to her, you know what, maybe before episode 2 comes out, I'll just replay, not the 700-year-old dog. Next time I play, I'll actually replay them and switch decisions, so that my animal one, Gretchen lives, and the other one, Duke lives. But it will have been the other tracks. I'm gonna die for the flashlight. Die for the flashlight and swing your body towards the woods. I said aim to the damn thing, quick! Set it up. Perfect. Just grazed it. That sound should make it pretty... That should make it pretty easy to track, eh, still? Yeah, blood trail's pretty hard to miss. Guess we know it wasn't a mountain lion after all. Though it didn't look like any cryptid I've ever heard of either. It's gonna be a hell of a video. As your heartbeat settles, you realize that Gretchen's stopped tugging at her leash. Look down to find only an empty harness and the paw prints of a runaway dog. Wait, where's Gretchen? Where's my dog? This mystical sounds really shitty to say. This seems extremely shitty to say. I don't want to say this, even though I've been leaning into mystical. This seems exceptionally heartless. Like, most of the mystical stuff has just been, like, dark and or foreboding. This one just seems, like, shitty. I don't think I'm gonna say this one. I'm just gonna go with, I don't know. One was holding the lace, the next moment she was gone. Gretchen, I'm coming for you! I'll be damned if I let her trace after those things alone. Alone, you have no choice but to follow Duke and Stella into the darkness. Oh no? Guess I'll die then. What if this is not Duke versus Gretchen? steal your nerves. What if this is Duke versus Stella? Ooh. Ooh. I don't know. Okay, last time when we went for Gretchen, Duke definitely got a skull full of buckshot. Like, at this moment, we were talking about his extremely dead body. So, I don't know what's going to happen now. As you push deeper into the woods, the unearthly sounds once again surround you. Just ignore them. Yes. I know. We just gotta keep pushing forward. Damn it, girl. You trying to get us lost? Slow down. I'm just following the trail. Holy shit, I think I'm gonna be sick. Lord, that smell. Oh no! No! The shrieks pull back into a steady whispers as you, Stella, and Duke stumble upon the putrid bodies of dozens of dead and dying animals. At the edge of it all, an immobilized Gretchen gurgles in pain as one of the creatures looms over her. A sinking realization pulls at your gut. This is their nest, and you are surrounded. Gretchen! I'm so sorry, Stella. I didn't know what came over me. As Stella steps towards the nest, Duke pulls her back. You want us to leave, Stella? We shouldn't be here. We shouldn't have seen any of this. Damn! Kids right, Stella. They're circling us because they're protecting their brood. Whatever they is they've been planting in our animals. We have to get the hell out of here while we still can. Yeah, you're right, but Jesus Christ, I can't leave Gretchen like this. Duke, give me your gun. You're not thinking about. It's my dog, Duke. Can't save her, but I'll be damned if we leave her behind to suffer like the rest of these animals. I don't have to do this. Duke, give me the gun now. That is terrible posture. Pro tip, I've only shot a couple guns in my life. This ain't how you do it. Stella grabs Duke and takes careful aim. Tell Stella that I tried my best to keep her safe. Run! As soon as the gun fires, you, Stella, and Duke sprint back through the woods, the unearthly hollers and whispers of the nest nipping at your heels. In the highest branches of the trees and down the forest floor, they're all around you, actually keeping pace with your all-out sprint. Heck, one truck's down this way. Mental Gen? You make it to the road, but three of the creatures stand between you and the Duke's truck. You've got to give him back the chicken. Animal's right, Duke. Birdie. Over the brood now. This what you want? What you want, you sons of bitches? Fine. Take her and leave us be. Duke. Get in the truck and let's get the hell out of here. Duke, do we have to take the truck back? I can just walk. Those creatures left. I'll be fine. Stella, now really is not the time. Alright, I'll do it. You got a problem with cars? She walked back to her house last time too when it was the cops. It's interesting. I wonder if she's got some issues with vehicles. To be fair, those were cops, yes, but she still has a problem with it, and these are distinctly not the cops this time. The ride feels both like an eternity and like no. So I'm only saying that now because like, oh well, last time she didn't want it, and she still doesn't want it, and yes, the extremely laissez-faire police officers are not involved this time, so the ride feels like both an eternity and like nothing at all. Eventually, it's over, and you find yourself outside of Stella's house. Thanks for taking me home, Duke. Anytime, but Jesus, Mary and Joseph, what were those things? I have no idea. I've never heard anything like them. We got a ton of footage. Nothing really clear, but it's a start. You could rationalize it by saying, well, I mean, yeah, shock makes you say and do stupid things. So, but like, it seems like a conscious choice in both. So, there's supposed to be 6 episodes of this game, so you know we'll find out probably at some point. I better go check in with Bo. He'll be worrying about me. You and your friends stay safe. Looks like those things didn't follow us, but yeah, no point in talking about the butts. Just look out for yourselves. Take care. I like Duke. I'm glad Duke's alive. I'm sad that it came at a cost. And here you are, back in town, away from the woods, with no one but Stella in sight. Your phone buzzes in your pocket. Now that you're back in your town, you must finally have reception again. Oof. 6 calls and 13 text messages from Tabitha. Try and call Tabitha back, but go straight to voicemail. I'll text her and let her know she's okay. Your message sits unread. Okay. Whoa, I think I'm in trouble. That's a lot of texts and missed calls from you-know-who. Well, maybe Tabby's just worried about you. God, what a mess this night's been. Hey, look at that! Or, I hope you don't mind me asking, but why on earth did you ask Duke if you could walk back? Or we could just find out right now. That's a fair question. I've just had some bad experience with cars. I don't know how to drive them, and I don't like getting into them unless it's literally a question of life or death. Okay, fine. Well, so there's still more story. Which I guess tonight was. Sorry if I weirded you out. Yes, that's what weirded us out. That right there. I'm sorry about Gretchen. Nothing we could have done. I just have to accept what's happened and move on. Well, it was 17 after all. It's not like we had many years left. Maybe a car murdered her parents. Yeah. Maybe she got caught for trying to download a car. It happened like that. He died protecting you. I know what you're trying to do, and I appreciate it, but look, Cranimal. You were in an impossible situation and you made a difficult choice. It's done, and I'm not going to hold it against you. Neither of us needs to go back to relive that moment. Alright, so, moving on then. What do you make of everything we saw? I don't know. I haven't seen or read anything like this, although, maybe. We've got to find out more about those things. The library doesn't open for a while, so any real research will have to wait until the morning. That being said, there is someone in town who might have some useful information. Her place isn't far. We should go over now before it gets any later. Let's just go. Let's do it. Cool. The general store. This must be where Stella's friend Kaneko lives. Hope she's still awake. Ah, yes. This person. This is what I was talking about. Oh, I just want to listen for a second, see if the voices are different this time. Or was that it? Okay. Poor animal. Jesus. You and Stella turned to see a shadowy figure staring at you from across the road. You didn't hear it approach. Welcome home. Whoever this is, its presence has chilled you to your soul. Before you can respond, the door behind you swings open. A middle-aged woman stands in the entryway. That character actually makes the hairs on my back stand up. Go home, Wayne. I can't help you tonight. You look back, and the figure is already gone, disappeared into the shadows of the night. Sorry about that, Stella. Some people just can't be helped. What brings you out here so late? Who's this? Hi, Miss Forsyth. This is Caranimal. Is it okay if we come in? You and Miss Forsyth briefly lock eyes. So blinding and overpowering is her aura that just looking at her feels like staring directly into the sun. Her gaze pierces entirely through you, and in that moment, you are wholly known. And then the moment passes, and you see only a middle-aged woman before you. Of course you're in luck. I just put water on for hibiscus tea. For goodness sake, you can call me Sybil. You're an adult now, after all. Welcome to my little nook. It's nice to finally meet you, Caranimal. I was so sorry to hear about your mother. Vivian was such a lovely soul, and she's been sorely missed in the holler. Now, poor Pearl is gone too, as well. Do let me know if there's anything you need while you're in town. Who was that outside? Just a very sick man. You don't need to be worried about him. You my mom? Of course, dear. She was a good friend of mine for many years. She was such a lovely woman. If you come by sometime, I can delight you with unsavory tales of her youth. Did you know she died? Oh. Berlam was a chatty woman. Much went on that I didn't get to get near for. Bless her heart. Yeah, I never met her. You don't have to pass on your condolences to me. I have no feelings about the woman. That's fair, child, but it seemed like the right thing to do. Hey, so we need your help. We got a situation. Yes. I suppose pleasantries can wait for another time. What got you here so late? You seem troubled. You know about weird stuff, right? Unexplainable stuff? I'm not sure I follow, dear. I know which oils to use for which aches. I know a bit about classical spiritualism. What sort of unexplainable things are you talking about? Well, we ran into some creatures in the woods. These things. I don't even know how to describe them. I can't say I know much about local wildlife. My daughter's always had a brighter gift for nature than I. This wasn't local wildlife, Miss Forsyth. Here, I can show you. Stella pulls out her camera and tilts the screen towards Sybil. One of your little videos. Where was this? Up the mountain to the northwest. In the town limits? Yeah. I see. Is there a way to make the video bigger and louder, if you can? I'd need to plug the memory card into a computer. I could go back and get mine. No need. Kanika should still be awake. She can lend us hers. That's a weird thing, just be like, daughter, give me your computer. You'd better come with Stella. I'm sure she'll be more willing to help a friend than her nosy mother. Kanika? Coming out. We could use your little help. What, Mom? Oh. Stella. Hey, Stella. And a stranger. What are you doing in my house? Yeah. I was helping Stella film a video tonight in the woods, and something terrible happened. Tabitha's cousin? Yep. Sweetie, we were wondering if we could borrow your laptop. Stella and her friend have a video to show us. It's really important, Kanika. Okay. Room's a mess. I'll just bring it out here. Animator's note. Did not want to draw a room. Heads up, Kanika. This is graphic. There's a lot of dead and sick animals on the recording. You know I have a harder stomach than any of our friends. I'm pressing play. Silence washes over the room as the video plays. Stella. What the hell is this? Did you film it? What's that? Gretchen at the end there? Yeah, so moon. Stella, where's Gretchen? I'm not saying shit. You decided not to cut out on Stella's behalf. I shot her, Kanika. Those things, they put something in her. I wasn't about to let her suffer. Stella, I'm so sorry. It's okay. I'm fine. I just want to know what did this to her. Unfortunately, these creatures are what I think they are. What happened to Gretchen is but the start of something far more sinister. My grandmother called them ditchlings, and they were a terrible omen. A sign of great suffering and destruction to come. Mom, come on, this is serious. Stop scaring Stella and Crandall with this Talipo crap. What? Okay, hold on. I did this last time too. I didn't know what this was. Talipo. Talipo is a creature of North American folklore, particularly in Appalachia. Alternate names include the Tallybone, Tallybones, Tailbones, Tallytail, Tallypo, Talipo. Wow, that's a lot of names. Good lord. Talipo is usually described as being the size of a dog, depending on the native culture of the storyteller. The Talipo is said to have either yellow or red eyes. Hey, that thing that was outside had yellow eyes. The Talipo has pointed ears and long tail. In some versions of folklore, the Talipo is said to have tufted ears. So what's the point? I'm gonna read this story after, so we'll read. Yeah, it's cryptid. I'm gonna read the Talipo story after the fact. She just lost her dog. Have some respect, Nika, sweetie. Shut your fucking mouth. The creatures themselves are harmless to people, despite the grisly scene in the woods. But just as birds flock before a storm, the ditchlings congregate where tragedy is soon to fall. To see one, like to be cursed by fate. To see so many in one place is... Sybil holds her silence. Jesus, Mom. They've clearly had a rough night. They don't need this. It's okay, Kanika. This is helpful. Still, whatever these things are, they aren't magic. Can't rule that out. Not after what we saw. Fine. Let's focus on what we know. Whatever they are, they're doing something to these animals. You saw that nest. What were those growths? Yes, we can go back to being mystical now. I have to agree with Sybil. I can clearly hear them telling us that this place is cursed and to get it while you still can. Oh, hey! Hey! That's very interesting. Thank you, game, for giving us that. So yeah, before, it was all just weird, fucked up whispers. But because I am either mystical and or animal, or both, I actually could hear what they were saying. Okay, I know these creatures are fucked up and clearly unnatural, but they're not magic or monsters. She didn't say they weren't monsters, just that they weren't magic. Wait, are you serious? I couldn't make out anything. It was all just garbled whispering to me. Interesting. Are you sure you're not just subconsciously rewriting your memories to match my mom's theories? Even if we were to assume for a moment that you and my mom were right, I'd still want to know what they're doing in the woods. Maybe what we're seeing here is some kind of parasitic larval stage, part of their life cycle? I don't want to jump to any conclusions about something this out there. Not without doing some research or talking to a biologist. I'm sure there's a rational explanation that'll clear all this up. Oh, dear, I had entirely forgotten about the tea I put on. Let me fix you up a couple cups. It'll help soothe your nerves. I don't know. It's getting late and I should let Crandall get some rest. I ran him ragged today with all the hiking and running through the woods in terror. You don't have to leave on my account. Stay up, this is important. Hey, maybe it's just that I'm eager to get home and start doing research. I'll ask around my usual forums to see if anyone has any information on ditchlings. Is that what you called them? That's right. You go on home and I'll do try to get some rest. Don't stay up all night online. Let me get you some of my house-made peppermint tea to go. It really does wonders to soothe the soul. Bye, Stella. See you tomorrow, okay? And call me if you need to talk. Thanks, Kanika. I'll see you. Bye, Cranimal. Bye. It's excellent, iced or warm. Though, with the nights getting chillier, warm will probably be the best. Helps wake up the bones. Be careful out there. Both of you. Sybil turns the door, turns and closes the door behind her. Alrighty, let's head back home. My home, I mean. And here we are. You're welcome to stay the night if you want. I'm going to say the first one this time. Got invited home on the first date? Yeah. I should probably head back and check on Tabitha. That's sweet of you. Are you sure you're heading up all of that mountain by alone? You know what? No, I didn't do this last time. I slept at her house last time because this seems incredibly stupid. So, Sybil said that the districts are harmless. I think I'll be okay. It's not far. Well, I won't stop if you really want to go back. Here's my number. Call me when you get there, okay? And good luck. I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah, we are. Stay safe, buddy. You begin the long hike back up the Scarlet Estate alone. In the pitch black. After getting, spooked real bad. Almost home. You've made it. Your salvation in sight, you make a mad dash to the door. Try the door. Ah! Fucking... She shouldn't scare me like that, and yet. As you reach for the doorknob, the door swings open. Where the hell have you been? Okay. I called you back! I called you back since I... Did you? I didn't notice. Who was Wayne? Oh, Wayne, yeah. Do you know a guy named Wayne? I have no idea what you're talking about. Liar! I got suckered into something that was weird. Don't worry, the Stella girl had me come with her on a night hike to find cryptids. Ah. So you met Stella then. Ugh, that explains everything. She's gotten you all worked up. We're going to bed. I'll see you tomorrow. You don't want to hang out? Still all hyped up and adrenaline from tonight. I would love to just hang out for a little bit. Well, cool down a bit. No. I'm not going to hang out with you. It's late. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Don't do anything stupid while I'm asleep. Just go to your room and sleep. Alright. As you settle into your room, you remember that Stella asked you to call her once you got back. Absolutely. Pull your phone out and call. Hey, how are you? I want to keep looking around everywhere in this bedroom for something bad to happen. She sounds a little different, like she's been crying. Did you make it back alright? That is such a good line. That's such a good line. If the events of tonight hadn't been horrific and tragic in equal servings, that would be fantastic. How are you? Totally fine. I mean, I'm as fine as it could be, I guess. You don't have to worry about me. Get some Z's, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Also traumatic. Indeed! From the relative safety of this uncomfortable bed, the events of the past evening seem like something that happened to someone else. Though you can still clearly picture the terror you felt in those moments. For now, you are safe and you are warm. Eventually, the sun will rise and chase away the monsters and make them seem like nothing but bad dreams. Maybe tomorrow, if you're lucky, you'll wake up in the normal world and have a boring week in the mountains with your sour-faced cousin. It's a nice thought, but deep down, you can't help but worry that things will only get worse. Like how it's 2002, but your phones are making old sounds like old Nokia phones. That's because all the new phone sounds are copyrighted, like TM'd, all like from like top to bottom. All right, and that is the end of episode 1. Let's watch through this again. Oh wait, that's in this house, isn't it? I didn't pick that detail up last time. Important detail, no less, to not catch. This is the end of episode 1. Episode 2 releasing on Steam in May. Okay. Nothing to do with this world state in episode 2. Okay. Save game now? Okay. Save game now. Okay. Cool. Alright. So, let's just adjust that a little bit. I'll turn on some music. I don't think happy EDM is really going to do it for us tonight. Go chill piano. Let's just ease out a little bit. So, I wonder how technical graphics are with this kind of art style. You know, I thought that as well. Oh no, a raid. Well, Admiral Memo, I appreciate the raid. I'm literally just winding up. Winding down. That's unfortunate. Perfect timing. Yep. Ain't that the way? I mean, very much appreciated. Admiral Memo, truly, I do appreciate it. Just sadly unfortunate timing, but yeah, we can still talk about like that. So the raid at the end, you did, unfortunately, but once again, still very much obliged. It happens, yeah, happens with big streamers too. You know, it is what it is. But that was really interesting. I am tempted to actually replay that off stream and do my first game choices again, but instead swap Duke, so that I can have Gretchen be alive for the animal chain, and Duke alive for the not animal chain. First time radius, so I thought, why not? Why? Hey, I appreciate it, Admiral. Always appreciated. Let's do one of these things. There we go. Oh, you were playing Minecraft. Ooh, how was that? Love a good bit of Minecraft. Haven't played it in a while. That game is absolutely terrible for my sense of, how do I put it? The scope creep. It gets me. I love that game, but I can't play it or else it's frustrating. Oh no! Got 0% what I want planned done. Oh, I'm sorry. I have absolutely had those nights. What if we did one of those mod packs on Mondays? Yeah, we could do that. The problem is we'd never finish. So if you're fussing with villagers, yeah. Admittedly, I haven't done a lot of like villager stuff in Minecraft. It's just not a thing that interests me. But I know like you need that so you can get the good equipment to do all the things. But like I've watched streamers who are very good at Minecraft just mess around with villagers, trying to get them to get the certain like the right jobs and all that stuff. It's such a pain. I wish that there was a way that they would just bake into the ding dang game, where you could be like, you know what? It used to be simple. Not since I've played, but like I wish there was a way that they could bake into the game where you could just like give someone an item and just be like, you're this thing now, please, just God. And I know it's even worse when you want to get into like, was it the librarian that does the enchanting and will enchant anything with like a specific spell, and you have to keep like resetting them in order to get like them to have a certain spell. Ugh. It's simple enough that they just counted doors and that's how many villagers there were. But anyways, yeah, I might actually do that Scarlet Hollow thing off stream, where I swap. Yeah, librarian with lectern. Thank you. Yeah. Where I swap the Duke Gretchen choice so that Gretchen's alive in the animal one and not in the other one, because that would make sense. Now it's all about beds as well as food. Ugh. People, am I right? Wanting comfort and sustenance. lame. So yeah, yeah, the Scarlet Hollow. It's a really cool game that I'm really looking forward to seeing more of. Apparently, the next thing is coming out in May. So we will, I guess, have a couple streams in May where I play the same thing through twice with the 2 different paths that I'm choosing here. But I'm really excited to see where this goes. Abby is, one, an excellent artist, as you would have seen through the stream. And I guess for anyone who just showed up here late, feel free to watch the VOD. It's a really, really good game. But Abby's also an extremely talented writer, as I've watched evolve over her creation of The Last Halloween, the comic that she's writing. So I'm wicked excited to see where this story goes. So, yeah. But I mean, that's gonna do it for me tonight. There is a chance that I have COVID. We don't know yet. I just got a test today, so depending on how I'm feeling, I may or may not be streaming my usual schedule. Hopefully, I will be. I should actually say, like, I'll just do this thing real quick. If anyone wants to actually get announcements of when I'm going live, I have a Discord, as you know, every streamer under the sun does, where I announce that stuff. I'm also on Twitter and stuff like that, and it's all automated, and we'll do all that stuff. So, I will generally announce when I'm not streaming as well, just so people aren't, like, surprised. But the idea is tomorrow I will be back for Indie Game Wednesday, and I'm for sure just going to be playing more Loop Hero. So I played the demo of Loop Hero last Wednesday. The game dropped on Thursday. I have played it privately as well as by the demo, and I'm basically actually in the same place. So I just want to play more Loop Hero. I'm just looking for an excuse. And Loop Hero looks like it's a little indie game, all things considered. Mind you, it's published by Devolver, so not that indie, but Devolver publishes good stuff, so hey. So yeah, tomorrow I'm just gonna be playing more Loop Hero. I just want to do that, so that's what I'm gonna do. Loop Hero is pretty neat. It is really neat. It is very neat. So, assuming I have the energy tomorrow and that I don't somehow devolve worse, did I figure out how to upgrade villages? So it's not quite as much as I thought. So villages, you can get farming fields put beside them, which will upgrade their overall healing capacity. There seems to be kind of a petered out returns on that. And if you put a village in front of a vampire mansion, it becomes a ransacked village. And if you loop through that like 3 or 4 times or something like that, it will drop something, quote, really good. I've not had that combo come up yet, just because, you know, RNG. But, yeah. So that's it. There's no combination of all 3 that gives you something else. I think once it loops through 4 times or something, you get like an upgraded town or something like that. I don't know. It's a hard combo and probably come too late, but yeah. Yeah. So, I hope I get to see it. I just don't know what it's going to be. But anyways, that is gonna do it for me tonight. So hopefully I will be back tomorrow with more Loop Hero. So yeah, until next time, thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe, have fun, wear your goddamn masks, and I will see you later.